What is up, you guys? What is up? What is up? The squad is already in here. Look at these squad members already in here early. Woo, membership has its privileges. Yes, Money Green is in the building. Mr. Debonair and Tanari and She Mormon. I see y'all, my little squad members. Not only are they Patreon members, but they are channel members as well. Oh my God. You know, we got a new channel. Mr. Debonair with the new emojis coming through. Oh, shoot. Thank you for that thumbs up, Alien. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Hey, Simply D. What's up, squad? Hey, TMC was the first person here. Oh my God. Puffy's mom. All of my squad was here, honey. Because, you know, I had to tell the Patreon people first. I'm getting ready to go live. You know, I go live on a whim. I'm trying to look for the new year. I am trying to do better about my scheduling and my time and stuff. Because right now, your girl is all over the place. Shout out to Sabrina for joining the Alien Squad. Yes. Y'all, okay, let me just go ahead and get the little housekeeping out the way. Because I haven't did a video yet. I did talk about it in the community tab. But memberships are now available on Look, I'm about to say straight from the A.com. Y'all know memberships are always available on straight from the A.com. But memberships are now available on the Michelle A.T. Alien Brown channel. So for the low price of $1.99, you can join the club and get your name in green and get special emojis to use. We got special alien emojis. Look at NMO Sucks with the little, I don't even know, is that a dead alien? Mr. Debonair with the smooch alien. Yes. Okay, so instead of the regular old aliens that y'all got, we got special aliens for the squad. So, you know, there are different tiers. And, you know, again, I don't ask that you know, pick the highest or whatever. But just, I decided to go low for the YouTube membership. It is $1.99. I am not getting rid of my Patreon. I'm just letting y'all know that. My Patreon, we be over there kicking it. So, you know, Patreon squad, we still gonna start at $5 over there, and we get up and close and personal on Patreon. But the YouTube memberships is something special, so y'all get to, like, you know, get a little access to certain things first. Y'all get a live, y'all can have members only chats and all of that. So yeah, it's really cute. Shout out to YouTube for giving your girl a little bit of access. Finally I get a teensy bit. Oh, shoot, we got some new members in the house. Sabrina, okay, Mr. Debonair, Tanari, NMO Sucks, okay, I'm starting to see a little bit of greens in the building. She Mormon, okay, we got all the greens in the building. Whew. Let me get myself together. I'm all excited and stuff. I'm just so happy. We all in the green squad. It's Christmas and things. Okay, so today I'm talking about the Real Housewives of Atlanta season 12, episode 8. It was called, I was about to say Over the Hill, but it's called Head Over Heels. It's called Head Over Heels. And I'm being a little bit shady because I was perusing the Instagrams earlier today, and I saw Cynthia and Mike Hill were in Vegas. And they went to the movies, and the girl at the desk, like, Cynthia was live, and I guess she didn't, you know, prepare for what may happen live, because, you know, anything may happen live. But the girl who was taking the money for the tickets asked them were they senior citizens. I about fell out. I was like, oh, so the next episode will be Over the Hill, but this one is Head Over Heels. So, you know, look, they already talking about that damn Kenya. You know, I gotta read for Kenya. I wanted to come on and just be like, look, it's the Kenya Moore show. I've already told you she's gonna earn her little $500,000, you know, so she can get paid extra next season. She is messier than messy. Kenya is doing all she can to earn her check, but I'm gonna say that for the end, because y'all know I'm be like, I already told y'all. If you haven't already visited straight from the A.com, you may have read the recap if you have visited. Other than that, Go ahead and like this video as you come on in. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Hey, I'm Awake One. I see you. You said I'm an Atlanta socialite. I guess, y'all. I don't know. I stay in the house a lot. So let me go ahead and get started, y'all. Okay, so look, what is it about Bravo that they keep trying to like give us all this extra stuff? Like the producers this season, they are on something. I don't know what it is, but they on something. But they started the episode off speaking French, giving us a little French love story tease. And, I'm like, oh, okay, I guess that's cute or whatever. And it starts off with like Mike Hill. I don't want to see Mike Hill the first scene. I really don't, but that ain't my business. But, it's about Cynthia's love story. We get in the background of it. We see her twerking. We see Mike just, deciding if he gonna go, he tells, the family that, he wants to take it to the next level if they're okay with it. And of course they are, because, they like, Cynthia need to earn this cash, these dollar bills. And if Mike is okay with being on camera, we okay with him. So, Mike gets the girls to go and, pick out a ring for Cynthia. Look, I wanted to fast forward through it, but it is what it is. They set up this whole scene in the jewelry store, where they was like, oh, if I was getting married, I would choose you too, blah, 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 yeah. But one thing that I noticed, and I may be a bit premature in saying this, is that Bravo was very, very shady because they showed Peter Thomas several times in this episode, like trying to remind us of Peter Thomas. And, a lot of people have been comparing Mike to Peter, because of his forceful nature or whatever the case may be. But I'm like, why y'all do that to Cynthia? She, claims to be starting over and moving on. We love Peter, and Peter brought the show, but I guess Mike, they trying to make Mike the new Peter. They giving him voiceovers and everything. But again, I digress. So the next scene is Porsha and Dennis. I've said and I look, I don't want to keep saying I told you so, but I told you so. Like, if you have been reading straight from the A any length of time, if you have been watching the YouTube channel any length of time, you know that I've been telling y'all that Porsha and Dennis did not break up. I've been telling y'all that Porsha and Dennis are still together. I've been telling y'all that. Now, we see, if we just gonna play along, Dennis is, wooing Porsha back. He brings Porsha flowers. Then Porsha has a cake prepared for him for his birthday. And she claims that it was Pilar's idea, even though Pilar is giving everybody the side eye. Baby PJ could care less if Dennis was there or not. Baby PJ just wanted her milk and a burp and to go to sleep. But, Porsha and Dennis seem to be getting along fine. Dennis is scoping out Porsha's, snatch back, telling her she look good. And Porsha is claiming that she ain't giving Dennis the cookies. Now, if we go back a couple of episodes, remember, production caught Dennis leaving that morning, and Porsha had admitted to Shamia that her and Dennis was still smashing. Now, you telling me that now that y'all on good terms, y'all ain't smashing no more? So, again, like I told y'all before, they never stopped smashing. They never broke up. He never moved out. He probably was still in the basement. But again, I digress. Now, oh gosh, let me see. Look, it's some haters in the building. What's up, y'all? Hey, haters. What's up? Is Team Twirl here? Because y'all know I'm saving Team Twirl from last. I got to give y'all time to get off from work, from the, the trash collection that y'all be at. So, I think it's about 5:30. Some of y'all should be off by now unless y'all working overtime. So come on in, Team Twirl. Come on in. I know y'all clocking out at McDonald's and, everything. Come on in. I know all of y'all got y'all ready. Y'all got y'all pen and paper. Y'all done wrote down the number already, even though I haven't opened the line. Come on in. Don't block nobody, just AB. Let them talk shit. I don't mind. But anyway, let me continue. So, when Dennis came over, I don't know if y'all remember, But a couple of weeks ago, Porsha has been wearing her ring in the confessionals and everything. And so now Dennis, when he saw her snatch bag, he was like, look, I'm going to have to upgrade your ring. And then Porsha was like, I haven't seen the ring. I'm like, Porsha, if you ain't seen the ring, how you had the ring on all them confessionals? But, I know they film it at different times. It is what it is. But Porsha claims that Dennis took the ring from a long time ago. Coincidentally, in her new confessional look, she doesn't have the ring on. Okay. She said, she doesn't have it, whatever. And I'm like, she didn't have it because Dennis was upgrading the ring. Duh. So there's that. But let me see what else I got. Oh, so after that, Cynthia and Marlo decided to have a little lunch date. Oh, all the haters in here. Come on in, y'all. Y'all still here? You said I got 65 views. I got 65 more than you. That's all good. Anyway, I digress. Thank you to all of my people who are watching. I normally come on later. I know half of y'all don't even know I'm on because, I don't even come on this early. Let me see. You said you've been waiting on me. Thank you, Charlotte. I appreciate it. But let me finish. So Marlo and Cynthia have a little lunch day over in Grant Park. Marlo comes bringing love and light, and Cynthia already got an attitude. First of all, Cynthia then called Eva because Eva, what was going on with Eva? Like Eva, we don't really care to see Eva, and we didn't see much of her. In fact, we didn't see any of Nene, but we saw a little bit of Eva. But anyway, I digress again. But Cynthia calls Eva to let Eva know that she's meeting with Marlo to, try to see if Marlo gonna fess up to being the snake who recorded her. And Eva, Eva don't like Marlo anyway, but Eva was, kind of like, if she is, she is. If she isn't, she isn't. At least, you would have asked or whatever. So when Marlo gets there, Marlo seems to be in good spirits. Marlo's, talking to Cynthia about what happened at, her wig lunch party. She brings up Kenya and said it was very disrespectful for Kenya to come and crash the party with her 3-piece band. Kenya more hair care. And Cynthia seems a little bit like she could care less. Like, okay, well, you invited her, so you get what you get. I found that a bit interesting because anyway, we all know Kenya is disrespectful, but Cynthia is never gonna call her out on it. And speaking of that, Marlo was like, well, shit, she done punked you as well too. She punked you when she came to your house. She was telling you to shut up. Like, despite what you may think about me and Nene, she ain't never told me to shut up in my own house. She ain't never told me none of that. So, Cynthia seems to feel like her and Kenya are like sisters, and they can do that or whatever. But it's just really interesting because Cynthia seemed a bit triggered because as soon as Marlo called her out about the way Kenya's been talking about her, Cynthia was like, well, we're cool, it's not like you say you call Nene out, but I know you don't and all of this. So I'm like, wait a minute, Cynthia, slow your roll. You said that scene was the shadiest. It was a bit shady. Like, I'm like, what is going on? And so Cynthia takes the opportunity then, now that she's got her balls in tow or whatever, to clap back at Marlo and ask Marlo if she was the person who recorded her. And Marlo was like, wait a minute, what? Like, I knew somebody did, but of course it's not me. And then as proof, Marlo is like, Cynthia, where have you ever talked bad about Nene to me? Come on now. Common sense would let you know. Marlo and Nene are very good friends. So Cynthia knows better than to say anything to Marlo because Marlo wouldn't have to record her because Cynthia knows that Marlo would just go and tell her. So Cynthia kind of thought twice about it and was like, you know what? You're right. I don't think you did it. And it was just, it's just too much going on, child. I'm all in my notes. Let me see what y'all saying in this chat. You said Kenya embarrasses herself every week. Oh, I could have just made this whole video about Kenya, but I'm trying to get a little side players, a little, something, because, basically the episode was for Cynthia, but it seemed like Kenya took over. So let me keep talking about Cynthia. So, in addition to, Cynthia realizing that Marlo did not record, she invites Marlo to her Bailey Wine Cellar opening. And it's funny because Marlo was like, yes, I'm coming and I'm bringing a band, you know. And Cynthia kind of laughs at it because, you know, when you think about it, like, Cynthia, what if you were in Marlo's position when Kenya brought that band? Would you not feel disrespected? And I'm sure she may have thought about that as she kind of like shrugged it off or whatever. You said you more of a Dollar General kind of guy. What y'all in there talk about? You said this was the best episode so far. I kind of agree with you, B Red, because this is so much. It's a whole lot of things to unpack in this episode. That's why I'm sitting here looking at my phone like, wait a minute, what else had happened? What else had happened? Now, Todd and Kandi. Let's talk about Todd and Kandi for a second. We all know that Kandi has been an entrepreneur since forever. She was in the entertainment business. She got all the money. She got all the businesses. She got, you know, all the assistants. She got the Kandi Cody clique. Now she has Todd. And if you recall, you know, everybody thought that Todd was taking advantage of Kandi, that he was going to marry her and run off with all her money. Mama Joyce wanted him to sign the prenup, and he was pissed off about that, but, you know, eventually he did. But now, you know, it seems like, you know, they've been married for what, 5-6 years now? How long has it been? Like, Todd seems to have proven himself that he's not there just for the cash. Well, I guess he's not. But, you know, he has sustained and built certain businesses. He's helped her build her brand. He's created brands. He was the idea behind OLG Gang. Well, actually, one of her assistants, who was it? Johnny claims it was his idea, and Kandi kind of paid him on the low, but I digress. But, you know, business has been booming for the OLG Gang. They've opened several franchises of it, and they also are planning to open an OLG breakfast, and now Todd wants to open an OLG Mexican restaurant that he wants to call Ole-G. Lame name, but okay, whatever. Kandi seems to feel that, you know, in Atlanta, everybody likes Cinco de Mayo. Everybody likes tequila and tacos. It would be a good idea if their investment property wasn't a dump, okay? Because apparently they bought what used to be an old bank, and they got to redo the entire thing. Probably got to gut it out, add some walls, add all kind of things, add a kitchen. So it's working. I mean, it looks like it's going to take a while. Todd says it's going to be a couple of $100,000 here, a couple of $100,000 there. And, you know, as they're adding it up, Kandi was like, wait a minute, you know, we need to plan for the future. And it's seeming like, you know, you are just kind of all willy-nilly spending money. I think that Kandi probably thought about, you know, all these kids they got. You know, they got Ace. He got his whole future ahead of him. They got baby Blaze that wasn't even born yet. She got Riley about to go to college. Like, you know, they not no longer single and fancy free, even though they never really was. They always had kids. But at this point, they're bringing more kids. They got 18 more years of kids to pay for. So Kandi was like, you got to think about it. My, you know, the economy is bad. You know, I've lived through a recession. And Todd was just like, wait a minute, you know, it's not that much. And when I get it done, you know, we're gonna be bringing in dough. So it was an interesting conversation. I said on Twitter that the two leading causes of divorce are money issues and infidelity. Now, it doesn't seem like Todd is cheating, even though, you know, they say they didn't caught him coming out of a hotel a time or two. But this situation where they're not on the same page when it comes to money and investments and stuff, I think they need to work that out. Now, will they work it out? I think so. I mean, you know, they've been together this long. They seem to be on the same page. They seem to be good at working together. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Shout out to TMC for joining the squad. I appreciate you. Memberships are available, but I digress. So yeah, as far as Kandi and Todd is concerned, I honestly don't think there will be an issue when it comes to them. They got businesses up the wazoo. I do feel like Todd may be overextending himself a bit, but, you know, again, you know, he's a man. He's thinking about providing for his family. Kandi may think, okay, we good right now and we need to like keep what we got and, you know, go from there. But at the end of the day, like I just said, you know, they got a new baby on the way, you know, which they've already had. And, you know, Todd, you know, feels like, you know, it's never enough. So that's why he has the OLG, the Ole-G, the OLG breakfast bar, the trucking company. Like, he's a man. He is a man. That's what a men are supposed to do, is provide. Like, even though Kandi has the money, I mean, I feel like Todd wants to build up their family, and that's what he's doing. He says some seems like Todd likes to stay busy. That, I mean, that could be it. Thank you so much, TMZ. You said, what did Alfreda say? Hold on. Alfreda said Kenya made the belly opening about her. Okay, we getting there. Okay, so like I said, the producers were doing the most, because clearly it only took Mike Hill 3 days to come up with this proposal. Obviously, he was like, okay, the Bailey Wine Cellar opening is on Friday, so he had Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to get it together. So, the show started off on Wednesday, then that was Thursday, and now it is what it is. I found that very interesting, because it's like, he really put this together quick. But anyway, hold on. Cynthia's wine, the Bailey Wine Cellar opening. Cynthia is excited about, everything. The business is booming. Mike is there with his entire family. Cynthia's family is there. The girls are there. Marlo comes and brings a special gift. Now, Marlo comes with a little note. Like I said earlier, Nene Leakes was not in the episode, but she was spoken about in the episode, and she made her presence felt, so she was there in spirit. So when Cynthia got that card and read it, and it was a heartfelt note, it looked like she wanted to shed a tear. Kandi was dabbing at her eye. Everybody seemed to be impressed. Well, Porsha wasn't really impressed. Porsha was like, this cheese tray, y'all got more to talk about than this cheese tray. But it seemed to be a cute little olive branch, cute little gesture. While Marlo is bringing in, the food tray, the cheese tray, Mike Hill tells Kandi, stick around for a while. I got some up my sleeve. So Kandi texts Kenya, who hadn't gotten there yet, and tells Kenya, you should probably hurry up. I think Mike is going to propose. So, needless to say, when Kenya gets there, what does Kenya do? She runs and tells that. Just like she ran and told that the other day when she was at Baby Brooklyn's baby shower, when she went and told Porsha about, Dennis, the alleged mistress, showing up at OLG. Here's Kenya again, making it about her and telling Cynthia, I feel it in my bones that Mike may propose. Kandi was outdone. Kandi was like, what the hell? What? You can see it in her face. She turned around. She even grabbed Kenya's arm for a hot second. Like, what the hell? Like, why would you do that? Speaking of Kandi, she even has a video where she spoke about it. She was like, she don't know what was on Kenya's mind. But I can tell you what was on Kenya's mind. I can tell you right now. Kenya was trying to upstage Nene. Period. Nene wasn't there. She knew Nene wasn't going to be there. But when she saw that Nene had sent that card, she felt like she had to do something, whatever it was, good, bad, or indifferent, to kind of take the, the attention from Nene. So what does she do? She almost ruins the proposal that Cynthia and Mike had been planning. That's how I feel about it. I don't know. Y'all may disagree with me. Team Twirl may have something to say about it, but it was wrong. The entire Twitter, I was on social media last night. Everybody pissed off at Kenya. Kenya, like, how dare you? How dare you try to spoil your friend's special day? So, whatever the case, it went off without a hitch. I blogged about it several months ago about, how Mike enlisted the daughters, and they came and they was like, they wanted to be a family. They had the little heart. He had the little bottle, the little wine bottle with a question, said, should I pop this? It was really cute. And it seemed like everybody was happy, except Kenya, who almost spoiled it, but it is what it is. You said, Team Twirl, you so disappointed. You should be disappointed, Team Twirl. I knew y'all was getting off work soon. Shout out to the new members in the building. I see y'all. Who is that? Who is that? Say hey. Hey, Eve the Week. Okay, so nevertheless, Kandi was so pissed off she had to go outside and talk to Todd about it. Like, I don't know why she would do that. Like, what the hell? She called her a bitch. Like, Kandi was just outdone, and you can see it on her face. That was the most genuine segment of the show in I don't know how many years. Like, Candy's reaction was so, like, I don't know. What's up, Joshua? I see you in there. Hey, Noxzema. So, nevertheless, Kenya felt that, it would be a good idea for all three of the new couples, the newly engaged couple, the old married couple, and, the fake couple, to go on a triple date. Now, it was at that date that things went drastically wrong. Shout out to Monique619 for joining the squad. Thank you so much. Look at all my members. So, during the damn dinner, well, on the way to the dinner, we already knew it was about to be in shambles because, hell, they couldn't even get to the dinner without arguing in the car. And Kenya admits that, the way they communicate is to bump heads. She's got an alpha personality, he's got an alpha personality, and apparently they don't know how to communicate. But from my perspective, like I've always said, I didn't ever believe that Kenya and Mark were a real couple anyway. Like, they have never shown any affection towards each other. He clearly does not give a dang about her one way or the other. But let me continue. As they were driving to the triple date, Mark is bringing up all kind of stuff. Mark called Kenya a snitch. Mark was, brought up the fact that Kenya had a speeding ticket. Kenya denied it, but, it's certain things she was saying, like, oh, the car is fast. And Mark was like, you speed with my baby in the car. So it was like everything that, they were trying to communicate. Kenya was trying to play it, keep it cute. But Mark was just like, he just didn't care one way or the other. So you said, wait a minute, you're not green? Tell them how to get green, y'all. Tell them how to get green. But anyway, so once they got to the dinner with the rest of the couples, things went down from there. Okay, it was, they decided to do like a seating arrangement, the wife swap. So each of the wives sat at a different space. So it was kind of like a get to know you kind of thing. And Mark seemed to be just, I don't know, all over the place. Even the men in the damn group were looking at him funny. Hold on, I had a picture of the way they were looking at him when he was talking. See, I've been talking so much I forgot to put my pictures up. Hold on, here's the dinner. Look at the dinner. Look the way they was looking at. Look at Mike Hill looking at Mark. Everybody was like, Todd looking like, damn, man. Kenya looking like, what the hell? Cynthia looking like, what the hell? Even Kandi looking like, what the hell? Mark seems to feel that Nene, is a good person. He was on Nene's side. Kenya had to remind him that Nene called her a buffalo when she was pregnant. But, Mark was like, it's all about respect. And I feel like she has respected me from the very beginning. And it's odd because earlier, before he mentioned respect, he had just told Kenya. He had just called Kenya out for disrespecting him. Like, hold on, let me talk. So that was interesting. Hold on, what did you say? You said there were two real couples and one big fake couple. Look, I keep trying to tell y'all, they don't know each other well enough to even sit there. When they were in the car, it was like, I said this on Twitter as well, it was like they were in an Uber pool. They were strangers riding in an Uber pool. They were just in the car for the moment trying to make small talk, and it was very, very awkward. Now at this dinner, everybody's talking about their relationship. Cynthia's, talking about her new engagement. Kenya brings up the fact that, everybody knows she eloped, but she was like, tell him how we got engaged. And seems like Mark couldn't make up a story quick enough. Mark was like, Kenya flew up to New York and I didn't know she was coming and I was asleep and I was like, what you doing here? And then I ran back in the house and got the ring and I came back out and I said, it's official now. And everybody was looking at him like, what? Is that how you proposed? Yeah, it was just I don't know. It was cringy. Thank you so much. So, What else? Let me see. I took a whole bunch of notes about that. I mean, it was just so much. And the episode was long as hell. Did y'all notice? It was like an hour and 15 minutes long when it's normally like 45, 55 minutes. Let me see what else had happened. Hold on. Oh, the prenup. Mark was saying that, you know, he didn't care about his restaurants, but, you know, it's his stuff overseas that, you know, she couldn't touch. But he also brought up that despite Kenya claiming to have, you know, built her legacy from, you know, being from a teenager to now, that he had helped her with her Kenya Moore hair care. So I'm like, Mark is gonna try to take Kenya Moore hair care if they really married. But, you know, I don't think Kenya even cares about a prenup because I don't think there's a real marriage in the first place. What else? I guess that's about it. I don't even know. It's just so much drama. I want to hear from you guys. Shout out to Simply D for joining the Alien Squad. I appreciate you. Level 2. You get some free live streams once a month. You said she was hella stuck. Is that what it was? And what about when she did a confessional and she said Mark likes to play dirty? He's the type that pick up dirt and throw it in your face. I'm like, oh my God. Kenya is telling everybody that Mark is not there for her. Period. Like, what husband you know plays dirty? To me, it's like this is somebody that she made an agreement with. You know, she met him at the fertility clinic, got a little sample of his sperm, you know, and I've been saying this. I've been calling him her sperm donor. Everybody keep looking at acting like I'm a hater. I am not a hater. I'm just a realist, and I just watch things, and I talk about things as I see them. You said put the phone number in. Okay, let me put this phone number in. Hold on. 718-362-6360. 26360. Pin number 9427819. Put it in the chat, honey. Let me call in. You said, hey, you said you refused to put $1 on your card. That's the rich. You know, I got rich bitches in the squad, honey. You know this. Y'all are rich. Now, but I appreciate you. I really do, Tanari. And Simply D. And TMC. TMC, you got me calling you TMZ, child. The doors of the church are now open. Exactly. Our memberships are now available starting at $1.99. You will have access to your little green icon and special emojis in the chats.
Thank you. Joining the conference now.
I started it low on purpose.
This conference call is hosted by Conference Now.
Hold on. Welcome, Bridget. Look at my members. Oh my God. I am so humbled. Caller 9888. Hello.
Hi, Michelle. It's Christine May. How are you?
Hi, Christine. How you doing?
Good. So, you know, I am Team Twirl.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I'm always Team Twirl. But this episode, I was just like, Kenya was dead wrong. First and foremost, I'm like, when Kandi, it seemed like, I guess the impression I got was that Kandi text messaged Kenya and said, like, hey, girl, you need to hurry up because I think he's going to propose. Mm-hmm. But then when she got to the event, she made it seem like she didn't know.
Right.
And that she just thought that she was going to propose. Which, that's not even an issue. The issue I had was, like, when Kenya was like, why would you, say something? And Kenya was like, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to say anything. It's just like, Kenya, if you think somebody's about to propose, why would you even bring it up? Like, why do you have to have a disclaimer of being told, don't say anything?
Because like, she wanted to spoil her big day, and she wanted to take the attention off of Nene. Because Nene had sent that card, so even though she wasn't there, it was kind of like a little attention to Nene. You know what I mean? Because she had sent the little heartfelt card, mm-hmm. and they were discussing it. So Kenya decided, okay, let me do something that's gonna take the heat off of, or take the attention off of her. So now they met.
It must be because I was just like, it it was so cringy to watch because it's you know the saying hurt people. Like that's the vibe I was getting from Kenya the whole entire night because it's just like even the look on her face, it was like almost like she was just so envious of Cynthia the entire time at that event. Like I just kept looking at her like emotions and her expressions, and it just kind of was always like a side eye. You know what I mean? Like whatever. You know what I'm saying? I just like I said, I love Kenya. But, whoo, that made me look at her completely different.
Yes.
And the vibe, I know we talked about this last time, but this is why I do think that they're married because they act like a married couple. Like, I think Mark, like, at first I used to think he was an asshole. But, you know, I really think that Mark sees right through Kenya. I think that he sees her for what she's worth. And I think that he just looks at her like, girl, you sound crazy right now. This car reminds you of a sports car, but you don't drive fast in it. Or this car can come pick you up, but it doesn't make any turns. Like, I think that he knows that Kenya is just, like, so full of shit, like, half of the time that she talks. And then for her to be at the dinner table and saying that being Miss USA was the number 2 or,
no, was the
Miss
number
USA
1,
being
second
married
to
are the top 2 moments in her life. I was just like...
Brooklyn didn't even make the top 2.
Woman.
No mention
You said
of
what?
I said Brooklyn didn't even make the top 2.
Michelle, what is wrong with this girl? Like seriously, what is wrong with her? Like I'm just like Kenya, girl. And even if being Miss USA is the number 1, feeling ever, you don't say it out loud. Like your daughter is gonna watch this. Like you're becoming you're appearing like the toxic mom that you have. Who says that? And then, okay, so you said, what else did you say? You said that Mark at the end. Mark, you mentioned something. Mark was saying how her products were crappy and messy. Did you get that part?
Yes,
did you catch
that? I did. And he said he helped her. So it was almost like he was putting his bid in like, I helped you build your brand. You know what I'm saying? So
yes, that's why he don't want a prenup because he knows like...
No, but my thing is there's no prenup because there's no marriage. So, we ain't even got to worry about that. So...
You know something? I really do get the vibe that, like we talked about this last week, but I think they are married. I just think that it was a huge mistake on their part.
But they've never lived in the same place. They've never lived in the same place. That's why I get the feeling they don't even know each other. So even if they were married on paper, they didn't have a real relationship because they don't even know each other on a basic level. You know what I mean? Like I don't get relationship at all.
Oh, you know what? I don't either. I really don't. But I do think because, like I said, the whole marriage, like the proposal thing, I feel like they could have came up with a really beautiful story, but it wasn't. You know what I mean? Like, why would they make up a crappy
And if you watch it again, it's almost like she passed the ball to him like improv. Okay, Mark, you tell him. Like, I'm not going to tell him. You tell him. So she gave it to him to make up, and he just wasn't quick enough on his feet to make up a good story.
Yeah, but girl, listen. At the end of the day, Kenya, I'm disappointed in the queen. I really am. And I think that this really turned viewers off from her. Because, they was eating her up on social media last night.
Yeah,
so I think that even if you were like a diehard Kenya fan, you kind of could understand why people didn't like Kenya. Right. And I totally understood it last night, so...
And my thing is, I was hoping she changed. To go live.
She'll be happy to hear that I'm like not feeling Kenya this week.
No, I'm not. My thing is, I don't hate Kenya. I was low key rooting for her to be this changed person that she said she was. If you remember episode 1, she was like, "I've changed. I got a baby. I'm bad." And so I was low key hoping that she didn't come back and be messy, but she did, and. It is what it is.
Well, you know something? Because she thought that having a baby was going to fulfill her, and it still isn't. Because it's like, Kenya, you really are ugly on the inside, and a marriage and a baby, none of that's going to fix it. Like, you really are going to have to do some soul searching, because the fact that somebody has to have a disclaimer and tell you not to mention being proposed to, that's crazy. Yeah. That is blowing my mind. And she's like, but Katie, you didn't tell me not to say anything.
Right.
And she's like, why would I have, you are almost 60 years old. You know good and damn well 60. You do not have to say anything about not being proposed.
Dragging your
so
queen.
It's just like Kenya, she's very unhappy.
I agree. Well, thank you so much for calling. I appreciate your inputs.
Thank you. Have a good night.
All right, you too. Y'all losing Team Twirl. Team Twirl is kind of giving Kenya the side eye. I don't know. 6404. Hello. Turn your computer down, please.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Turn your computer.
Oh, okay.
Turn your computer down.
Okay. 1 second. No, one second. Okay. I just wanted to say, now, if you know Kandi and her family, maybe you could tell them to change the name to OLG Olay. I think that sounds so much better.
Okay. OLG Olay?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it makes more sense.
Okay.
And then as far as the Cynthia and Marlo interview or meeting that they had, the thing that I think about that is what Marlo told her. Why would you call me a suspect if you know you didn't tell me anything?
Right.
That's just ridiculous, the way that Cynthia...
Because Cynthia is weak and she goes wherever the wind blows, and because Eva doesn't like Marlo, I feel like she felt like Marlo might have been a suspect because her and Eva talked a lot, and so Eva was on board. Yeah, Marlo's a suspect too.
Yeah, but Marlo wouldn't have been able to tape her if they didn't talk.
Exactly.
If Cynthia didn't tell her anything, there couldn't be anything to tape.
Exactly.
And the other thing that I wanted to say about Kenya and Mark, I think that I don't know whether they're married or not, but I think that generally you don't think of Mark as being kind of a sucker, but I think that Mark is just a sucker. Kenya only picks men that she can at some point punk out. She pretended that she really loved the first guy with the trucking company, and then she pretended is Matt supposed to be the one for me? And then she went on to say with this Mark person, because she was very submissive the way that she talked about Mark when she wouldn't show him on the show. Uh-huh. But now that he's on the show, she's really coming at him. Mm. And she's making him look stupid, because I think some of the things he says I think they are kind of stupid things that he says sometimes. And so I think she's just going to punk him, because I think that's what she does. That is her MO.
I think she already punked him. If you like that last confessional when she said Mark plays dirty, he's typed to pick up dirt and throw it in your eyes or whatever, and I'm like, oh, so basically you telling the world that you think your husband's about to battle you. Period.
Yeah,
and she was giggling when she said it, so it's almost like game on.
I think that she planned it from the beginning, because I think that's how she operates. I think she has no idea how to deal with the man. Wow. I don't believe she's probably ever had a relationship in her life.
Wow.
That's just a guess, but that's where it comes off to me, because she does that with every single man that she's brought into her life. At some point she punks them and goes at them really, really hard. And the last thing I want to say is, as far as the thing about Nene and the food, if you notice, the only food that Cynthia Bailey had at the thing was the food Nene sent.
That is true. I didn't even think about that. I mean, it is a wine cellar, so
she's lucky Nene sent the food.
Right.
Plus, she shouldn't have been making fun of it, because that was the only food that was at the whole thing.
Right.
So, I don't know. I don't like Cynthia. I think that she's a really mean-spirited person.
Yeah, it's coming out this season, because when she sat down with Marlo, it was like real catty. Like she started clapping at her before Marlo even said anything. It's like, whoa, slow down, Cynthia. Nobody said anything yet. Why are you mad? So yeah, I get that.
I don't know what's wrong with Cynthia Bailey. It's like she's one of those people who seems like, in many ways, she's got it all. She's got all her beauty and everything like that. She has her businesses. She has her daughter. Mm-hmm. I don't get why you have to be a nasty person. It just doesn't make sense to me. The stuff like that always confuses me.
Well,
but
thank you so
but
much
I think
I think that's all of my little notes that I had to make remarks on. And once again, about the OLG Olay. I think that sounds so much better than the name that they picked out.
OLG Olay. Okay.
Yeah, I think it sounds so much better. It makes more sense. People will know what they're talking about, that it's the old lady gang. And then when you say Olay, oh, it's Mexican too. They're going to make Mexican food first. So I think that it'll make more sense to people.
Okay.
And if they use it, they can send me a check. Just kidding.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you so much for your input.
Well, thank you for taking my call.
All right. Thank you. Bye.
All right. Good night.
Good night. 9055. Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Hi.
Oh, hi, Michelle. Hello, Michelle.
Hi.
Of course, the most important thing that must be said, who was present yet not present? The one and only.
Nene.
Her
Nene Leaks.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course. She
Yeah.
is Miss Lanicia. Leaks is consistently at the tip of the tongue of everyone. Whether you're a server, a housewife, friend, or husband, fiance, a puppy, toy, Tota, whatever Kenya has in her home that she lets lick her daughter's face, I don't know. Everybody has Nene's name on their mouth. Her lips, she's not going anywhere. I just bring this up to you because I've seen in these internet streets, madam, that Bravo is trying to pull her off the show, trying to quote-unquote fire her. There's no way that's the case. This woman consistently brings new people on the show. Tanya, Giovanna, Clark Atlanta brings her on. She knew Eva. I do believe she had a hand bringing in Eva. She brings the girls together. She's just consistent in that. She knows what's needed for this show. She takes this show seriously. And this is important for Bravo because look what's happened with their other franchises. New Jersey is, maybe you watch New Jersey. I'm not really into that.
I've
New
seen
York
it.
lost Bethany. Beverly Hills lost LVP. They're not losing the mighty, mighty golden cash cow called Nene. She just consistently brings it for this show. I mean, this woman is not even in barely any episodes, but she's still present. She's an elephant or moose. They call them, the moose is in the room all day, every day. And she looks great. I just cannot get enough of her. It's just as the show progresses, it just keeps getting up there. Nene. I tip my hat.
Well, and it may be strategy if you think about it. If they don't have her on this episode, which it was a really good episode, but it's like so many people are anticipating her return on the next episode to see. Like now we hate Kenya, we hate her, and then next week she's supposed to be fighting with Nene. Is like, oh, now we see why Kenya got the smoke. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it may be strategy on their part.
When you say strategy on their part, are you referring to like Nene's grand strategy?
No, I'm talking about Bravo. I'm talking about production. Because the thing is, they got to play with the numbers to see like what works, what doesn't work. Bringing her back, keeping her off, or whatever. Like I'm just looking at it from that perspective because it seems like they're playing a game some kind of way.
So when you say that, are you referring? I really don't watch the other franchises. I do like Beverly Hills from time to time, but I do hear from all of you guys that there's one woman, I think Gunvalson in New York. She was demoted, and that she had been on that show since the beginning.
Oh.
And I'm assuming that maybe they're trying this with Nene, but it's clearly not going to work because when Nene's not there, she's still there. You cannot say that about the other women in the other franchises. I think for those people, and I know a lot of people who are your subscribers also watch Beverly Hills. That may be the case. With LVP, she has now left, but there really is no one else in any of these franchises who just dominate. She totally, completely dominates. And she does so in a way that she keeps it fresh. she keeps it new, but she genuinely wants to bring these women together. Case in point, I sadly did not start watching Atlanta until that horrible situation, with Kenya and Porsha during the reunion. And Porsha has to clearly drag someone because it's not appropriate to put bull horns in their face. It's very inappropriate, and, I'm not saying what she did was right, but I understand.
I get it.
I started at that time, and it really it just keeps getting more and more better. And this really is solely on Nene. Even with Phaedra has left. I'm very sad to see her gone. We still hear when people still talk a lot about Phaedra, and Nene still keeps, from my understanding, good touch, good communication with Phaedra. I remember from some of the clips and also from some of your previous shows, there was some drama. I mean, she had very deep drama with Phaedra. She had very deep, situation, whatever, with Phaedra. Mm-hmm. But at the end of the day, when Phaedra needed Nene, really needed Nene, just a friend, her whole situation with Apollo,
she came through.
Children, Nene was there.
Yeah.
Nene did. There's no back and forth. We're shutting this down. You need me. I also have sons. They miss their father. I'm there. With Cynthia, sometimes how Cynthia is with Noel, especially, years back, how lax, in my opinion, she was with Noel. There was one episode where I think Nene and Cynthia were in a grocery store. Cynthia brought up Noel, who I think was 13 or 14, had a boyfriend, and Nene was just, no. Like, Nene just was telling Cynthia, no, what is going on? Like, Nene really, really was that big sister, and she always leads you in a good direction. You can't say that really about Kenya. But Nene just doesn't take petty. Yeah, call her a villain, but she's a Disney villain, whatever. But she always moves towards the good. And you really think about it, Nene is consistently moving towards the good. It's for the good to be supportive towards Phaedra. It's for the good to be a good friend to Cynthia. It's for the good to stop letting all these women jump on Porsha after that whole situation with Kandi. It's for, you don't just keep beating somebody when they're down.
Right.
You don't be that type of woman, especially as a black woman, on a show where all black women were already just a lot of back and forth, pettiness, shade, all of this, but you don't take the knife and go deep in the heart. You don't do that. Nene does have the sense to step back, assess the situation, and do what's best for all parties. And I keep seeing that time and time again. And it shows. People say she's a villain, but she really is for the togetherness and the gathering of the girls. But she is the leader. She is that. Nobody else, it's just, you're not going to find another Nene. And
You're
the
right.
other ladies, they're not going to be able to take that mantle, that place with Nene. If she's going to go, it's just, there's going to be a void that none of them are going to be able to replace. They just cannot do that. Kenya cannot do that. Kandi cannot do that. I have my own issues with Kandi, especially with the whole situation with she and Phaedra. That's a whole other topic. I would love to talk to you about that another day.
Woo, we're going to have to talk about that another time. Right. I got so many calls waiting. I'm like, but I'm really into your calls.
Okay, I have to go. You're the best, Michelle. I'm going to get off here. I don't want to hold up your other calls. You are the best.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for your input. I appreciate you.
Yes, ma'am.
All
Happy
right.
holidays.
Goodbye. Caller 2751. Hello.
Hey, Michelle. Hey, I love you, girl.
Hey, love you more. Hey, Fake New York. Look, Fake New York, hold down the fort for a second. I got to go answer the door.
Okay, definitely.
Hold on. Go ahead, New York. It's only going to take me 5 seconds.
Hello, everyone. You are tuned in to Michelle Brown. She is answering her door, so don't go anywhere, girl. I wanted to talk to you guys for a second about something that is very near and dear to me, and it is giving during this holiday season. I'm a very giving person, and I'm in a very giving mood. And I'm pregnant. And I'm giving away breast milk. Is anyone interested? I don't have any medical records to prove that this breast milk is tainted, but drink at your own risk. Is what I'm trying to say. And
I'm back, New York.
if there's something, oh, okay, right.
Hold on. Whew, okay. So you kept it cute?
Yes, I was just talking about breast milk. You know, Kenya's a new mom, and breastfeeding is very important, and I hope that she's doing that for her baby.
Oh, okay. Whew, okay.
I really wanted to call in because I did not see the episode last night, but I did see the video that you posted. Girl, you look so gorgeous in that dress.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, girl, you look so beautiful. You look beautiful now. Of course, you always look beautiful when you get on YouTube. But when you had that dress on last night, girl, that was so beautiful.
Thank
I
you.
really want to call in to tell you that. That is now probably like, I mean, I think the look that you had for your birthday, I will be talking about this for decades to come. That red outfit that you had on was my all-time favorite outfit. But this outfit that you had on last, when you posted that video, it was right up there. I mean, gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. That's so nice. Had to do it for the
But
Mayor's
I
Ball.
wanted
Shout
to
out
say
to
that.
Keisha Lance Bottoms. The United Negro College Fund Mayor's Ball in Atlanta, the Mass Mayor's Ball. They raised almost $1.4 million for education.
Oh, wow. See, girl, see what happens when you show up. Millions enter the room. Yes.
It wasn't me.
Yes,
It was Shaq and Kandi and who else? Tyrese and Chris Tucker and Jermaine Dupri and 2 Chainz and Killer Mike. It was all those people. I was just there.
I mean, so you were in the appropriate company. You know what I mean? I mean, your greatness as well. So you were in the room with other greatness, and
Okay.
you brought in some money too, girl.
Okay.
This join thing right here on this YouTube thing that I'm seeing, but what is that's new?
Well, this is new. This is for channel members. It's different than Patreon. That's why I started it very low. It is tiers as well. It's $1.99, and you get, your acknowledgement where you see everybody's green. So that is in the chat. It'll show that you are a member, and you can also use different emojis. It's the prefix is ATL. So if you see a little prefix ATL and you see that there's the board emoji I just put in there. So there's different alien emojis that are available to the channel members. Also, on the second tier, there are 3 tiers. There's tier 2, you get everything that tier 1 has, plus we're gonna do 1 live stream a month. And tier 3, you get everything that the first tier has, but you get, exclusive, photos, posts, and, little stuff like that. So YouTube, yes, that's exactly what they're doing, Tweet, because they're trying to compete with Patreon. They want to keep everybody here on this platform because a lot of people are going over to Patreon. But the thing is, just like Super Chats and everything else, YouTube takes a third of it. You know what I'm saying? Yes, we'll have some fun things to play with in the chat and that type of thing. I'm not leaving Patreon. Right. I'm staying over there.
Okay. So. Okay. Well, thank you for explaining that. I'm going to join here on YouTube as well because I love you. I'm a fan. I'm going to support in any way that I can. But thank you so much for taking my call.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for holding down the fort while I answered the door. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Merry Christmas. And Merry Christmas to everybody in the chat as well. Thank you.
All right. Goodbye. Look, shout out to all the new channel members. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all so much. I'm so humbled. 6779. Hello.
Hey, girl.
Hey. Who is this?
Girl, this is your pregnant sister.
Pregnant? You're expecting a child?
Yes, girl, the egg is having a baby. Girl, I'm just talking my mess. Now, I can't have kids, okay? Unless they come out of my ass.
I give up.
How you doing, Michelle, girl?
I'm just sitting here talking about the housewives, child. Reading Kenya Moore. What you got to say about it? I know you saw it.
Girl, first of all, I had to throw my little shade in, girl, because people were saying they didn't know if I was a man or a woman. Honey, I'm a biological man, okay? I got the records to prove it, okay? Now stop it. Now, as far as Kenya Moore, honey, let's just say I'm so sick and tired of this crater-faced, demonic-looking chick. Like, she makes my skin crawl every time I see her, every time I hear her. Like, she just gives me, like, just demonic vibes all the time. And I can't take her. And it was so funny when her husband, her quote-unquote husband, darling, you know, he was giving her shade at that table, honey. I'm like, honey, he is siding with Nene Leaks against you. That just lets you know he don't want you, nor has he ever wanted you. Like, you just embarrassed yourself on national TV again. It's so sad, Michelle. As pretty as Kenya Moore is, she is the ugliest person on the face of the planet. And I'm not talking about her looks. I'm talking about her spirit, okay? She is Satan's spawn. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? She is the child of Satan, okay? Y'all better, when y'all go around that woman, y'all better have y'all holy oil on, because I'm telling you, she got demons coming out of her. I mean, every time she opened up her legs, demonic odors came out. That's why Mark
Wait a minute. We not gonna do that. How you gonna talk about the lady vagina like that? Her vagina ain't got nothing to do with this.
Listen, I'm not saying she is Satan's spawn. So the demonic spirit has taken over her, and it's producing an odor that no one wants to be near her. Nobody wants to be around her. She's just so mean. Michelle, you know she is mean. You know she's mean. Come on now, you know she's the mean one.
What did Kenya do? What did Kenya do to hurt you?
She took my man.
Oh God. Mark was your man.
Mark was my man. He was he likes the gay boys. Mark was my husband, girl.
Bye, Trey. I can't with you. I cannot. Bye. Oh my God. Kenya took Trey's man. Caller 3343. Hello. Let me get out the juke joint. Hello. 3343. Where you at? 3343. I'm hanging up. All right, on to the next. 7768. Hello.
Hey, Michelle.
Hey. Who am I speaking with?
Hey, I was just talking. I'm doing good. This is my first time calling in.
Oh.
So I wanted to talk about the show tonight, of course, and I just want to say, I think Giovanna is the one that's a snitch, even though she's saying that she's not.
But from everybody that I've talked to, everybody keeps saying it's not who you think it is. So that's why, in my mind, I have already ruled out Giovanna. Like, it may very well be Giovanna. But I just feel like because that's the obvious choice, I don't think that's who it is.
Okay.
But it might be.
I don't know. Her mannerism, when Cynthia asked her, I was like, yeah, so I don't know about you. Like, I definitely knew it wasn't Marlo. And then, you know, when you were first saying that the whole Porsha, that was just a storyline that she made up, you know, over the summer, I was kind of like, I don't know, Michelle, I don't know about that. But as the story goes on, I'm like, you know, this really is a made-up storyline. This girl done sat up here on TV and is making a fool out of all of us as we watch this show.
I am 12 years in the game. Y'all need to check my stats. I done got more right than I done got wrong.
I was like...
Now, I ain't saying I get everything right, baby.
I was like, Dennis, when they was up in that office together, I said, Dennis done went and used the restroom and came up in that office 5 minutes after her, acting like he came there separately and then got in the car and went home with her. Mm-hmm. And this week, he rung his own doorbell to his home
so she can come open the door with a cake. I'm like, what in the world? To me, it's very scripted and staged. Her storyline. And yeah, I kind of felt Kenya was kind of out of pocket, but honestly, I just can't be, as far as telling the whole Cynthia thing, but I can't be upset with her. Because Kenya really got some mental issues going on in her head.
Yeah, Kenya's not right at all.
So,
and
I mean, you just don't think that way as a grown woman and think that you're an okay person. That's just my personal opinion. I mean, something is really not clicking up there. Like she's, I mean, a very beautiful woman, but just not clicking. I feel sorry for her daughter later on in life to have to deal with that. That's just my opinion.
And I'm low-key rooting for Kenya. I want her to be a better person. But thank you so much for your call. I appreciate you.
Yeah. Thank you. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye. All right. I'm going back. 3343. I know this Andrea. Hello.
Yeah, Michelle, I'm so sorry. I'm on the other line, girlfriend. I want to call me, okay? I have questions. I got some things to say. But I digress to first. I want to tell you, you look so beautiful the other night. Okay? You look so beautiful. And you sure is a socialite of the ATL, okay?
Oh, me?
Yes, you. I was like, look at Michelle. She looks so beautiful. But you the socialite of the Atlanta, okay? I'm calling you socialite now.
Just call me Michelle.
Okay. Let's get into it. So,
okay, get into it. I'm ready. I'm taking notes. Okay, get into it.
Okay. I miss Peter. I was like, oh my God, Peter, I want to come back. Because Mike and Cynthia is just damn boring. Okay, I was like, can we fast forward this? Because I don't really want to know about them. I just care less about them. But I do think that Miss Kenya Moore is just shady for her friend Cynthia, knowing that she gonna say he might propose to you. Just tell the business. That's rude. The girl's just rude. Okay, and you know what? I feel like the reason Kenya don't know how to be a friend because she ain't a friend of nobody else. Because she would do that stupid shit to anybody else too. But you know, Miss Nene Leaks was in the scene, but she was all over the picture. But, you know, she sent a nice gift. That was really sweet that she sent a nice gift there and everything. And I missed her because it was still boring without her. And it was a cute proposal. It was all right. I had to swallow that and watch that. Okay? Now, Kandi, Todd, and the children, you know, he just doing a little too much, okay, for real. You know, But I digress because I don't really care for them either. And then we had, what's her name? Dude, is Cynthia and Eva good friends now? Because she got to call her and tell her everything now.
That's her new best friend.
How dare you choose a Marlo? Marlo better than me because I was like, girl, you done lost your mind. You think I'm going to record you because all I have to do is just go tell my friend Nene anyway. True. So, you know, she always want to get a backbone when she should have had a backbone. How about that? And then what else happened? Mark. Mark is my new friend now. I like Mark.
Why you like Mark?
and he didn't have her back. Girl, she was mad and hot as a 45 when he was showing her and didn't have her back. And then Michael had nerve to say, when it hurts Cynthia's feelings, don't give a damn about Cynthia's feelings. And don't try to come in and try to protect your woman. She should keep her mouth shut and be a better friend. How about that?
Ooh, okay. All right.
That was that. That's all I have to say. And I can't wait till next week's episode. I got my popcorn ready. And Michelle, I'm still a little mad with you. I'm a little mad with you, Michelle, because I'm waiting all night for you to go on, okay?
I'm
Michelle. I'm all night. What? So, are you going to be on tomorrow, next Sunday night? I'm just asking the question.
God willing, I will. I mean, you know, I had to recuperate. I was tired. I'm here, though. I wrote a whole post on the site. I've been working.
Okay, I had to rush home and get home and see you today, okay?
Yes, and I gotta come over to Patreon. I got a whole bunch. Look, I'm working. Y'all got me working, okay? I'm on the line. I'm on Straight from the A. I'm on YouTube. I got jobs. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Facebook. I got jobs.
We know you busy. We know you busy. But I will see you on Patreon because I got something to tell you.
Ooh.
Okay?
Okay. Thank you, Andrea.
Okay, bye-bye.
All right. Bye. Y'all are so funny. I love me some Andrea. She's hilarious. Caller 4354. Hello. Ooh, my little hair coming out.
Michelle.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. Who am I speaking with?
Michelle, this is DJ. I haven't called in a long time.
Hey, DJ.
I normally am in the chat.
How are you?
Michelle, it's me. But
How are you?
I just wanted to say, first of all, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
In that gala that you had, the Mirror Gala. And I just wanted to call in and chime in and talk about the growth that I have seen in Nene Leakes.
Okay.
I have always been a fan of hers. But usually when people cross her, she will just write you off and dismiss you from her life. And I have to say, she didn't do that this time. She really was supportive with Cynthia, even though Cynthia was talking trash about her, and it was caught.
And I said Cynthia did not deserve it. She did not deserve it. Because when they caught her on that tape last season with Kandi, you know, I understood why Nene was upset. She felt betrayed. And so, like, for her extending that olive branch, that was very big of her. Like, you know, it was.
That was huge of her. And to even, you can even see the growth even now with her developing a relationship again with Wendy Williams and various other people that she has closed relationships with. I think she's working on her journey and understanding that people will always be people, but she should never change.
Right.
And continue to keep that love in her heart towards people and keep being who she is, so that it doesn't affect, you know, her character and her integrity. Because a lot of people have been calling her integrity into question based upon some things that she has said in media and some things that she said on the show and done on the show. I just feel like, Nene, if you're listening to this right now, I just want you to be encouraged, because I really see where you're growing, and I see that this is something that you're doing and no one is forcing you to do it. But you realize that you have to, and sometimes, Michelle, but here's the thing. When people wrong you, you have got to be intentional about making sure that you're doing something nice to counteract that. I know I sound like a preacher, spiritual advisor, but at the end of the day, if you can do something nice for a person who has done you wrong, you are reaping. You are just building a platform of strength and stability. Right. You'll be long lasting, and Nene's going to be on this show forever. They may try to do the Vicky Gunderson thing, but it will not work. Bravo, if you listen to me, it's not going to work.
Okay.
Because Nene is the show. You don't have a Real Housewives of Atlanta without Nene. Period. Point blank. End of story.
Right.
No more Team Twirl.
And we can tell, because what would they talk about? What would they talk about if it wasn't for her? Because she was like in everybody's mouth this past episode, and she didn't make not one appearance.
Not one appearance, and they're still talking about her.
Yes.
They are still talking about her. And as long as they can keep adding her name to the storyline, they stay relevant. So, and you see who they come after. And they call her the nemesis. No, she is not the nemesis, but because that is the storyline that, you know, Bravo wants to paint for Nene, you know, she's a black, angry woman, you know. But that's just not true. And everybody sees right through it. Everybody does.
Right.
And I don't feel like Nene should have to defend herself anymore. At the end of the day, we see you. We know. You have a good heart. You love people genuinely. And you just want to see everybody succeed, just like you had a chance to succeed. So kudos to you.
You're right. Well, thank you so much, DJ. I appreciate your call.
No problem. One more thing. I'm going to talk about Kandi.
Okay.
One last thing, because I like Kandi. She's boring as hell, but I like her. But but during the show, you really got a chance to see some of the problems that her and Todd Tucker has had over the span of their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more specifically dealing with business ventures that are not being communicated. Kandi is a businesswoman. And I think sometimes Todd just kind of take that for granted because he's married to her.
Mm-hmm.
But if you listen to what she says, she makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
She makes perfect sense. And she needs to be more of an executor over her finances and over the business deals that she makes, even with her own spouse. And make it a part of the conversation ahead of time. Don't allow those kind of things to happen, going out purchasing buildings and, starting new business ventures without a full plan in motion and a timeline. And that's what she talks about, and that's what she was trying to show Todd and teach him a little. And that brings up another issue. Men, we got to do better. If women have done certain things and have more experience in certain areas, take that experience and grow yourself. Period.
That's true. But as men, though, especially as men in relationships, a lot of men feel like they want to lead. They want to provide, they want to lead. And if Todd can't be that, I think that's what he's trying to do. Like, he's trying to do it on his own to prove that he's a provider and a leader of his family. And so,
it's naturally in us to be leaders and providers. But a real smart man knows his position and knows how to play it. Just take what she is saying and use it to your advantage and use it to better yourself and better your family.
Right.
I mean, take your wife. Listen to them. Listen. Don't shun away sound advice, whether it comes from a male, female, anybody. It's sound advice. Period.
Right.
And then, the final comment I want to make about Kandi is I kind of see her playing two sides of the coins with everybody. I don't like that.
Mm-hmm.
Pick a side, keep it, be genuine to that relationship, because you really are looking kind of two-faced.
You talk about Kandi?
And that was Kandi.
Yeah, Kandi has never picked a side. To me, I have always called her out about being a fence rider. And I don't like that about her either. But I guess that's the way she stays neutral. She's like Switzerland. She tries to remain in everybody's good graces. And at some point, you can't do that, because a friend to everybody is a friend to no one, in my opinion.
To nobody. Mm-hmm. And her and Nene have so much more in common than she would even want to admit.
Mm-hmm.
Her and Nene really should be best of friends. Be honest with you, because they balance each other out.
Yeah,
they really do. So,
well, thank you.
That's all I wanted to say, Miss Michelle, and hope you have a wonderful night to all your listeners. I was on Patreon. I'll come back. I will.
Oh, it's all good. I just appreciate all the support. And now we have channel memberships. It's cheaper, and it basically just gives you extra emojis and things in the chat. So I just appreciate the support that all of y'all give, and it's not mandatory. But thank you.
Oh, I know it's not, but sometimes you got to put that plastic on that bank card and listen and slide that in.
Yeah.
I got to transfer money from my savings to my checking.
Oh,
but anyway, I will be back. Hey, I want to say hello to Fake New York. She is hilarious. When you went away.
What did she do when I went? I gotta rewatch it, child. That's why I try not to stay gone too long.
You are going to fall out laughing. She is a total nut.
Lord.
Okay. A nut. But it was nice talking to you tonight. I hope you have a good night.
Thank you so much. All right. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
This will be my last call. Hold on. Let me get in somebody trying to call me on my other line. Hold on. Caller 6670. Hello.
Hey, girl.
Hey.
This is Sabrina Gabrielle. How are you?
What's up, Sabrina Gabrielle? How you doing, girl?
I'm doing lovely, girl. I cannot complain up in here, except for that damn Kenya. We gonna get to that.
Uh-oh. So I take it you're not Team Twirl.
Girl. What? Who? What?
You not Team Twirl?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, twirl on that.
No.
Okay, come on. Let's get it then. Let's get it.
I am. I'm Team Nene, but
right.
you know, you still want to give people a chance. Just like you said, I'm low key trying to give her a chance because she married and got this baby. But come to find out, her husband don't like her.
Is he really her husband?
You know, it really don't matter because even if they supposed to be faking, he can fake just a little bit better than what he doing, girl.
I guess he like, I ain't got to fake. It's not real anyway.
Man, he was like, you want me on camera? You gonna get my ass on camera.
Yeah.
Girl, that man don't like her.
At all.
I mean, and you know, and it's a trip because I look at all the pictures, like the pictures that they have online and stuff, and he don't never look happy with her. They don't never look intimate. He don't never smile. There's always some space in between them and shit. I'm like, damn, why would you even want to put up with nothing like that?
I don't know.
That's thirsty.
You think so? You think
that's
it's thirsty?
Hey, girl, come on now.
I was rooting for now. Kenya. I wanted, you know I always call her marriage fake and call Mark her sperm donor, but I mean, I low-key wanted it to be real. And the more I see it, the more I'm like, I was right.
I mean, of course. You know, I saw when she first came on. I mean, I've been following the Housewives of the A for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
So when she first came on, and there was Walter, and she was just pushing it with Walter, and Walter was like, can I just get some? You know, and maybe it would have, had not she just pushed it and pushed it and pushed it, maybe that would have grown. But she just fucking crazy. And Walter was like, nope, I'm out. Then there was the Matt. And
well,
Matt
before Matt, there was the invisible African prince. Don't forget him.
Girl, please.
And then after the invisible African prince, there was the millionaire matchmaker dude. After the millionaire matchmaker dude, there was Matt.
See, here's my issue with all of this.
Mm-hmm.
If you got to go through that many men, it's something wrong with you.
I mean, you got to kiss a lot of frogs to get to your prince. Now, I'm not going to ever say that because I'm single and I've dated. Like, so you can't just pick one and just ride with it just because. So, I mean, I'm not going to knock her for, you know, for you know, dating. Should we? She was single.
Of course not. But we've seen her character and we've seen your character too.
Okay.
And those are two very different characters.
Yes.
She wanted it so bad that she put herself out there and now she got herself looking like a fool.
Yes. Because remember when do you remember when she said she was going to go to the sperm bank back when Phaedra was clowning her, talk about, you know, you going to get knocked up for, like, I feel like she should have just did that. Because it's almost like she did that anyway.
Girl, she just happened to know this dude. That's it. She actually knows his name and where he lives. He's not a number.
Right.
That's it.
So.
That's some sad. But I mean, girl. But now, what I would have done if I was Marlo, I'd have choked that bitch out. You gonna come to my event where I done put my blood, sweat, and tears into my event, and you gonna pull that on me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. That's the ultimate disrespect.
That was very disrespectful.
I'm sorry, Team Twirl.
And I don't like the way
Team Twirl, I'm so sorry.
Cynthia kind of downplayed it to Marlo. Like, you invited her, like, and I'm like, oh my.
You know, Cynthia killing me trying to buck up and shit. She killing me because I'm like, I remember your ass when you was like, well, Peter, and that's another damn thing. I'm so mad because Peter just got so much more swag than Mike. Peter can get it so quick. That little black ass, little chocolate raisin ass. Oh my God.
Look, speaking of Peter, you didn't think it was shady that Bravo kept playing his scenes? And they play him about 3 times in the episode. And it's the episode of Cynthia getting engaged. Why they showing Peter?
Because Mike ain't got the swag that Peter had.
Oh.
Or that Peter had.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just being real. I mean, Mike is a nice guy, but when you really think about it, he don't have the swag that Peter have.
Okay.
I mean, let's be real, Michelle.
At least they got more chemistry than she had with Will Jones when they couldn't even kiss or whatever. I guess. I mean, I'm still not buying it. I still think, Mike is just kind of like on board. Like she picked the right one this time, because remember I called out the fact that they lied about how they met when they actually met on the podcast before they appeared on Steve Harvey together. So it's like, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. Like how are you in it for the long haul? For the coins, or what you in it for? And it's like, if you compare Mike here with Mike is in it to win it. He in it for the cars and the houses and the free trips and the TV time and the building his social media platform. Mark, on the other hand, Mark don't want none of it. So I don't know.
Thank you. He don't want none, and I'm like, well, damn. I mean, it's just, I feel so sorry for her. I really do. I mean, it's a part of me that feels really sorry for her, because just by how he treats her. I mean, just the conversations when she was cooking breakfast. Everything that came out of his mouth was him pretty much tearing her down. And she already got issues because she don't know her mama. Her mama didn't love her. I mean, I guess she has a relationship with her dad, but you don't see him on the show that much anymore, and they really weren't that close either.
Right.
So,
because her grandmother raised her, right? So she just...
Exactly.
We need to see Kenya go into counseling instead of Porsha and Dennis.
You know what I'm saying? If anybody needs to have their ass up in there talking to somebody, crying and letting them damn snot boogers out, it should be her ass. Because, her spirit is just too damn ugly. And just like one of your callers said earlier, hurt people hurt people.
Right.
That's all that is.
Somebody said Mark didn't treat her bad. She shouldn't have had an empty fridge.
She should have had a what?
She should not have had an empty fridge. It was her fault. He was hungry. He needed some eggs and bacon.
Okay.
She knew he was coming.
If you affording Bentleys and all of that, is that a Tesla she driving?
Yep, that's a Tesla.
That's a hot ass car. If she couldn't get that damn Tesla and all this other stuff, you can at least go. You can go shopping. You can go to Kroger. You can go to Aldi.
You don't even have to go anymore. You can call Instacart and have it brought to your home. So, like, she has no excuse not to have no food in the refrigerator. Especially, your man is coming. I bet Cynthia had food in the refrigerator.
Hell yeah. That's probably why they remember last season when he was talking about how they did it in the kitchen on the counter.
Right. But when she opened him some Publix chicken, it don't matter. She still had it though.
Thank you. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
And I'm glad that he finally. Huh?
No, go ahead. You glad that what?
I said I'm glad that they finally did that and he proposed. But I'm still waiting to see whatever fight it was that they had when she went storming out of her kitchen.
Who,
Yes, it's coming up.
Who,
Cynthia.
Cynthia? Oh, that's right.
Cynthia and Mike.
Well, we'll see. Well, they were together this weekend, so they, they clearly made up. Yeah, they were. I was laughing at the beginning of this live. I was telling them how I was perusing the Instagram, and I noticed Cynthia went live. Her and Mike were in Vegas, and they were going to like a late movie last night, and the cashier asked them, were they senior citizens? And all this happened on live. I'm like, ooh, the shade. And people in the chat was trying to say, oh, it's Mike's gray hair. I'm like, y'all are 60. What are you talking about?
Okay, shit. Enjoy it.
Right. Get that discount.
The older you get, the more shit you can say and not care about what you say.
Okay.
Hell, you live down south, girl. I know the women down south be saying some stuff.
Okay. Well, I appreciate your call so very much.
Tonight?
I will.
I thank you for taking my call.
I appreciate you.
Are you going on Patreon tonight?
Yes, I am. It's gonna be a little bit late though. I gotta go to the mall real quick. I'm not finished
cool.
shopping.
I don't go back to work until January 6th, girl.
Oh, cool. We got plenty of time to talk then. I appreciate you. I'll be on Patreon though.
Hello, I don't have to be at work at 7:30. No.
All right. I'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
All right, girl.
All right.
All right, thank you. You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Last call. I thought that was the last. Let me see what this anonymous giving me. Hello, anonymous.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi. Who am I speaking with?
It's FYI.
Who?
How are you?
How are you?
FYI. In Manhattan.
Oh, okay. Hey, I can't pronounce your name. I don't know. I can't hear. Hold on. I'm trying to.
Sapphire.
Sapphire.
Wait a minute. Let me put this on. Let me take this off. Okay. Wait a second. Okay. I had to take it off the speaker. Is that better?
Yes, that's much better.
Okay. It's Sapphire.
Spell that.
Yeah, like whose name is Sapphire? In the Bible, one of King David's son's name is Sapphire.
Okay, Jafia.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
I got it now.
So, I just had to call.
Because
last night when I was watching Real Housewives, and Kenya said that she had to weigh, which was more important, her marriage or her title of, winning the title of Miss USA. What kind of shit is that? I mean, a 47-year-old woman who tried for years to have a baby, and that baby, that child is not number one.
I think she was trying to shade. She was trying to shade Mark, but she didn't realize she was shading her child. Because it's almost like her child was an afterthought. She didn't even think of poor little baby.
Because she never had a baby. I'm one of those people that doesn't believe that Kenya gave birth. That would be the first thing on my mind if someone at that age too. I waited all these years to get pregnant, and then I'm going to put a marriage and a title before my baby.
Right.
After going through all that.
She didn't even bring Brooklyn up. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Brooklyn wasn't even in the running. Look, she wasn't even in the running too.
Child.
She showed no motherly instinct at all when she said that. Most people would be so proud, like, oh, my baby. This chick didn't even think of her child. She had to wait between Mark and title. So, no. You could never convince me that she actually gave birth to that child. Never. Okay? Never, ever.
We saw her pregnant and we saw her swollen feet.
What swollen feet? That could have been your little fat feet. I mean, really, that was a picture.
Okay.
Let's be honest.
But we saw her at the Cynthia at the wine thing when Cynthia snuck her there for Nene. She was big as a house. Remember, Nene said she was carrying a buffalo.
Oh yeah, and they have some big ass prosthetics out there too. Remember, what's her name? Beyonce deflated when she was in where was she at?
But we saw her at the fertility clinic. I think she carried it.
And we saw Beyonce in Australia, and when she sat down, her belly deflated. Remember?
Well, that's Beyonce. I'm talking about Kenya right now. Like Kenya was very open about her IVF journey.
She thinks she's Beyonce. So she thinks she's Beyonce, okay? And remember, Kenya said that her doctor told her that she had one good egg left. Now, what would be the chances that one good egg just got her pregnant after all these years?
You think she was being literal when she said one good egg? Maybe she was just,
Yes.
you know, I don't.
Yes, I do.
Because the doctor don't know if you
Alright.
got 1 egg or 5 eggs. They just know that your egg count is low.
They do. They know that. That's the medical. Yeah, they know that. Yeah, just like they could tell you have no eggs, they could tell you have 1. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, yes, they could tell you if you have this. You know, it's like if the man doesn't have any sperm, they could tell you have no sperm.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
And they could tell you have
I'm not a
right?
doctor. I don't know. I'm just agreeing with you for the sake of it.
But just think. Think really hard. Everything that Kenya did that could be faked on a video, she did it on a video. Everything that could be faked, she made pictures. Which means that, you know, you can alter a picture anytime you want to. Like being in the hospital. If it was my baby, the first, and they took I would be videoing the look on my face when my baby was born, the look on my face when they put my baby in my arms, it would be ecstatic.
Okay, this is going left. This is going. Look, let's get off if she had the baby in back, because the baby didn't have nothing to do with this argument with her and Mark.
Well,
let's talk about the relationship.
Now, I'm talking about her lying.
Okay.
This is not about the baby. It's about lying Kenya.
Okay.
She's a liar. Okay, so let's go to Cynthia.
Okay.
If Cynthia and Mike actually get married, I'll be surprised.
I will too.
I would.
Well, she said 10, 10, 20.
Yeah, well, 10, 10, 20 is after the contract date, is it not?
Yeah, definitely. It's contracts are in March, April, something like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's after the contract date, and after the contract date, and right before the season starts.
Right after the season starts. Right before the season starts, but they finished filming around August, September.
Okay, all right. So they would have finished filming, but what I'm saying is if Mike all of a sudden decided to cheat like he did with his first 2 marriages, and they end up not getting married, it would be because she already had a contract for that season. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you don't think they're going to get married?
Excuse me?
So you don't think they're going to get married?
I'm not really. If they do, I'll be surprised.
Okay.
Everything is about money with these ladies now. You know, whatever way you can make money. Yeah, I don't even know why he would get. Well, I do know why he would get. I guess it's about money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say about the episode last night's episode? You just want to read Kenya.
No, I'm done with her. Kandi, you know, with Todd and all, little Todd said, you know, with him and all of his new things that he's doing, is he not still spending Kandi's money to do this?
You think he's spending? You don't think he has his own money by now?
Hell no. No, because now that they're married, everything that they made is theirs together.
Yes, but also, you know that like he has his own businesses. I think they probably have separate accounts. They probably have separate business ventures. Remember, he was a producer. He probably had a little bit of money saved up. He probably made investments. She probably taught him how to make investments. He, OLG game is supposed to be his and hers both. So perhaps, he has his own money as well. I don't know.
I think he's spending their money.
Okay.
Because if it was his money, she wouldn't be she wouldn't care. Just like she told him to mind his business about how she spent her money with her daughter.
You don't think she would care? Because, I mean, they're bringing a new child into the world. I think, if this is my husband, despite, whether we got a joint account or not, like, I'm looking at all of our funds. Like, we need to be more careful with our investments and how we spend our money and what we invest in, because we got 18 more years to raise a child. We got a brand new child coming.
Did she not tell Todd that the money that she spent on her daughter was her money?
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, she did.
But
yes,
that's my point.
Had,
that's why I think even if they had separate bank accounts or whatever, she's looking at it because now this is their child together. So shouldn't they be building wealth as a couple now? I don't know.
But if he's starting a trucking company, what does that have to do with the child? If it's his money, he can start a trucking company if he wants it. She didn't even know he bought the truck. Her friend had to come and tell her that he bought the truck.
Okay, but still.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But that doesn't mean he's spending her money to do it. I'm confused. I'm explain that to me.
No. I said it was either their money together or his money.
Okay.
His money, his own money.
Okay.
Like if they made money together, but I'm sure they, like you said, they have separate accounts. Just because you're making money together doesn't mean that all your money goes into one pot. I mean, you're making money together, you put money into that one pot together, and then you still have your separate money. So I think he's spending his own money to do this, or either he's spending their money together. I don't know.
Okay.
But,
well, look,
like
Carla, look.
He told him to mind his business when it came to her money.
Right. Well, I appreciate your call. I appreciate your input. Look, we're going to keep our eye on Todd and his spending. Thank you so much for calling.
Yes, you are.
All right.
Enjoy your evening.
You too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Look, somebody that snuck in. Let me look. I was confused. I ain't gonna lie. I was confused. I was trying to let the caller explain it, but I just couldn't. My brain won't hold it. Let me see if I can take this last call before I go. 8617, hello.
Hey, Michelle, it's Von Zipper.
Hey, Von Zipper. How are you?
Good. Forget all the Kenya stuff. I was just going to explain the whole Kandi and Todd thing to the last caller.
Okay. Go ahead.
She wasn't clearly it's her money. He does not have $600,000. Like I said, I'm not his accountant, but he does not have $600,000.
Okay.
And she's okay with that because when you get married, it's our money. What she was concerned about is it's her brand. If he opens up a business and it falls flat, it's her brand, her reputation that's on the line, is what she was concerned about.
Okay.
Forget the money. It's just like if you open up a Mexican restaurant and it falls flat, the word is going to go out that Kandi opened up a Mexican restaurant and it was like bad service, the food was bad, it fell flat,
Right.
So that's, I feel like, what she was more concerned about is she was trying to say her track record is everything she touches turns into gold. But if you overexert yourself and put my name on something and it falls flat, that's a knock to my name, not your name. That's what she was trying to say.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah. Nothing about money. But, yeah, I'm the last caller. Have a good night.
Thank you, Von Zipper, for explaining. I appreciate you.
All right.
Goodbye. Whew. Y'all kept me on the line today. I've been on for almost 2 hours. Shout out to I Am My Sister's Mirror. I see y'all in here. I got a whole bunch of new members today. Channel memberships are now open. You can go over, click the link to the join button, and it'll tell you the different tiers. There's 2 tiers. There's a low tier, $1.99, a middle tier, $4.99, and the highest tier is $9.99. I still have my Patreon, and for those of you who want, a little up close and personal. But the memberships that are available on YouTube are specifically for YouTube. YouTube is trying to get us to stay here in one place, to get us to communicate more in the chat. You will, when you are a member of a specific channel, you're showed up with different colors. You get special emojis. You get special privileges. You get, even on the community wall, the members have a special access on the community wall. I can give y'all special messages only to members. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun with the memberships. So Anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. If you haven't already, liked this video and subscribe. Let me see what y'all saying in this chat for a second. Peter was better TV. All right, C. Patterson, Peter was good TV, honey. Y'all love y'all some Peter. Somebody said Peter is a hot cup of chocolate. What? How is this about Peter? Carol says it is really crazy how men says they have falls. However, when women have to marry them or decide or choose to marry them, then they have to sign. I'm confused with that. Okay. But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. Hey, Jose, enjoy the I know, right? Please pray for me. I got some shopping to do, and I need to get out before it get too late. But I will be back tonight. If you're not a member of the Patreon, head over to Patreon. It's patreon.com. I am ATLian. The cost is a little bit more steeper, but we get a little bit more personal, and I go on live on Patreon a little bit more. The memberships on YouTube are cute, but again, YouTube takes 30%, and I appreciate them for even offering it because, again, we get special emojis, and it acknowledges y'all and shows that y'all are supportive of the channel. So I definitely appreciate all of you who contribute to the membership. You said Peter. Oh, y'all so mean. Now y'all dragging Peter in here. Shout out to Princess AG. You said we have 96. Oh, wait a minute. We got 96. Y'all can give me some more likes than that. We got almost 400 people in here. Y'all can at least give me 100 likes. Dang. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let me shout out these new members who joined. I know the squad was already members because they got the notification early, but these are the people who joined today. Sabrina, Gabrielle, TMC, Monique, Simply D, Bridget McKenzie, Gina Ross, Janicia, Miss Kitty Cat, Beverly, Queen, April, Marley Ma, JB. Oh, JB sent me a super chat. Hey, JB, thank you so much. And thank you, April, for sending me a super chat. And Love Congo, my country. Oh my God, we got somebody from out of that country in here. Oh my God, thank you so much. Marley, shout out to y'all. Look, I'm gonna go live a little bit later. We got a lot to talk about. I got some things to, we're gonna do another blog talk. I know a lot of y'all are off work and stuff, and look, technically I am too, so I need to come and do my little recaps for like the mayor's ball. I need to gonna do some little, some trending topics, all kind of stuff. So hopefully I can make some time to like sit on live and just talk shit. So you said, oh, we finally got 100. Yay, I appreciate y'all. Yes, thank you for the likes. NMO, look at them new emojis. Look at them new alien emojis that the members are using. The little hearts. Thank you, NMO Sucks. Mr. Debonair, I see y'all. Merry Christmas. It's not Christmas yet. I'm gonna come back tomorrow, hopefully, to say that to you guys. Shout out to all the people who headed to the mall like me. Okay, let me get this in here, honey. Let me get my little music together. Look at Princess AG using the emojis. Yes! The channel link, John Humphrey, is... Hold on. Here it is. I just put it in the chat. It's also probably located right below the subscribe button, but it shows you everything you get and all of that jazz. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. This has been fun. This has been real fun. And if y'all want to go ahead and read the written version of the recap, it is available over on Straight From The A, as always. Also, you can watch the full episode on there as well, even though a lot of people put the full episode on YouTube these days. But there's that. You said I might be sitting in traffic by tomorrow. I might, but I don't live too far from the mall, so I won't be sitting in that much. Well, it'll still be traffic. It'll be traffic getting in the mall. That's the problem. That is the problem. I think I'm gonna go somewhere like a strip mall instead of the mall, because I don't want to be stuck at Phipps or Lenox right now. So I'm out, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like my video, subscribe to my channel, and visit straightfromthea.com. Bye, you guys.